Question 20. Faye is testing an ordinary 6-sided dice to see if it is biased. She throws the die 120 times. Question 20a asks us to work out the number of times the dice is expected to land on the number 1. On a 6-sided die, we know that there is only one number 1. That's a probability of 1 out of 6 is going to land on 1. So if we want to predict how many times this rolls a number 1, it means that a sixth of those 120 times should be a number 1. So to find a sixth of a number, we divide by 6. 120 divided by 6. 6's into 1 is 0, with that 1 carried across. 6's into 12 is 2, nothing carried across, and nothing. So we would expect that 20 times that dice should land on the number 1. 20b. Here are the actual results. Also note there's a star next to this question, which means we're going to have to give a reason for our answer. So in the experiment, when she rolled it, she got 1 5 times, 2 19 times, 3 landed 17 times, 4 was 20 times. Well, we predicted that each number should be 20. 5 was 21 times. 6 was 38. Now that's nearly double what we would expect, and the 1 never showed up. So it says, is the dice biased? Tick a box. Now you could argue at this point we cannot tell. She's only done it 120 times. It's not clear. Maybe she's not done enough. But 120 times to roll a dice is quite a large number of times. And after 100 or so times, we would expect to see an even pattern. All the numbers should be about 20. If it's an equal, fair, and unbiased die, then it should be about 20 for each of them. But as we can see, 6 showed up more than anything else, and 1 hardly ever showed up. For those of you that can picture dice in your head, 1 is opposite 6. So I would say that this dice is very biased. It's showing 6 more than anything else. It's not fair. So is the dice biased? I would tick the yes box in this situation. What's the reason? You try and put it into the best sentence you can. You've got 3 lines here, and if you don't put a reason, you get no marks. If your reason doesn't make mathematical sense, I don't know if they'll give you any marks either. Try and use the numbers above here. So I would say if the die was fair, then each number would have landed about 20 times. It could be enough to leave it there. Just try to flesh it out as much as you can. You've got space. It's not going to hurt you to spend an extra 10-15 seconds to add on to this and really point out that saying 6 was nearly double this. So possibly biased. It couldn't hurt either if you included a little note here to say after 120 experiments we would have expected to see a fair result. Either way, that should be enough justification to show that you understand a fair result's equal, and this was not fair.